Hey, you.
Over here, Agent.
Slayer. Yo, what's up?
Hey, over here.
Cursed one.
Hello and welcome to CtrlAltWow, the podcast for those of us who love virtual reality and making many alts and living a good life. I'm AprilPvd, and this is episode 804 entitled Virtual Reality is Perfect for Me. I entitled it that because there has been a lot of issues coming up lately about VR. What is VR? Is VR dying? Is VR not catching on the way it is? Is VR AR? Because a lot of focus was made on Apple's Vision Pro, but that's not coming out until 2024, which, you know, in computer life, in computer years, that's way off. That's a long ways off. So what I wanted to do, and originally what I was doing was showing you what I've been doing. And, first I talk about my VR path. And then I tell you what I'm doing, and then I talk about other things I tell you what I'm doing in Zenith, which is my main game right now. It is the MMORPG that has replaced World of Warcraft for me because I needed to be in virtual reality while I am playing as opposed to playing on a flat screen. So today we're going to talk about VR, and a lot has been going on. My first thing that I wanted to show you about what has been going on with me in VR is the fact that I have finally gotten into making my VR home in the Quest main screen, or what would be the home page for your computer. And I have talked in the past about working on my skybox and how it been making 360-degree photos. Well, first I was making panoramic photos, and I was using my iPhone to do that. And it was okay, but it wasn't, it wasn't seamless. Because it was more like 270 instead of 360 degrees. It was squished in the back, or the seam. It wasn't a seamless thing, and the sky was like pointy because it wasn't a true 360-degree photo. So I have been working on making my 360-degree photos almost obsessively. So let me take you to a video shoot I did to make my 360-degree photos. So here I am at the pedestrian bridge in Providence, and I have made this picture, but I'm actually showing you the 360-degree photo that I made for my skybox. Now, I chose to use the spaceship because I like the view the spaceship has. I will put a screenshot in the show notes. It works very well for me. You can see the beauty of the skybox. And that's one of the things I've been doing. And this is the actual photo, one of the actual photos. I think it's the future of VR. One of the things that the AprilPvd did show off was the fact that you will be able to take 360-degree movies. And I am not at the point where I can take 360-degree movies. The device I am using to make these 360-degree photos is a Insta360 Flow, and it takes a few steps for me to do this. It's not seamless. It's not a perfect process, but the pictures are beautiful, and it will be something we will be having in the future. With that, I'm glad that I'm able to take these pictures now. It's gonna be the basic way we will be taking photos. Flat photos will not be will not be a thing in the future. In the future, this is what we will get. We will get to be able to see around us. And yeah, I like that I am able to do this now, because these pictures will be something that I can take with me in the future, if that makes sense. All right, so let's get into my week in Zenith. So this is actually my Twitch page. And instead of I was going to download a bunch of videos and go over what I've been doing and make that my my content. But I'm like, I already have the content right here. So last week I was doing a lot of work on my Blade Master, getting her up, getting her. I think I talked to you about we talked about the ring chaser, and that was a very, very hard quest for me to do, because I was having problems with going up in the levels up to the ring chaser platform, because I was having problems with height, my fear of height. But I overcame that. And I actually have completed that quest, which opened up the pylon quest, which made it so that now I can make farm for sky stars. And I'm now on the next level of that quest with my Blade Master, with my Essence Mage, and my Ninja. My Essence Mage and Ninja had already completed the getting of the materials, and I am now at a point where my Blade Master is doing it, and I've been grinding that. The quest itself is actually getting the mats to create this pylon. A lot of this is the 4th pylon, and this is the one in the Sky Ruins. But every day I go to my mission board and I get these quests that's interesting. Looks like I'm on my... anyways, I go to the mission board and I do these quests that involve either fighting a baneless assembly, doing defending the coastal pylon in Radiant Coast, or going up to the rings and mining stuff, or escorting the truck out by the Sky Ruins. And each one of these quests will give you sky stars. Now, there are also events that will help you get them faster, and I did some of those with the UZAs. That's the United Zenithian Alliance, and they are awesome when it comes to doing things with people and helping us to know and get organized and do quests. I did a cosmetic quest with them yesterday, and in fact, I got the Neo wear pants on my Ninja, which I was really excited about, because I did not like the pants that she was wearing. I will put a screenshot in the show notes. It has been a lot of fun. It's a lot of grinding, just like in World of Warcraft. you're doing a lot of the same quest every day, and you're getting these sky stars as a reward. And I have just I've been having a blast doing it. I really like being in Zenith, and I have been successful in getting almost halfway through getting this the ring tracer quest completed. And today when I went in, we actually went, they have opened up the Sky Ruins so that there's a new boss, and there's a whole quest involved in that. And today when I went in, we actually went in and took down that boss. Now here's the thing, you do have to go in a pre-released realm called Echolite, and they have made it so that when you go in, you can actually go in and take down the boss. With other people, and it's a new boss. It's a new mechanic. It's not totally fine-tuned, so everybody that's going in is actually learning for the first time how to take down the boss. And yeah, I'm having a really good time with the people in there. It isn't perfect. There's a lot of lag because there's a lot of people on the server, and we are just learning how to take the boss down. There's a lot of dying, but everybody's being very supportive, and there's a lot of quick revives. It's really been a lot of fun. I am getting better at learning how to use my bow on my ninja. I'm fine-tuning my godstones, and I am thinking of actually going into raids on my blade master, because she's the one that's most advanced as far as going through the dungeons and stuff. Farming a lot of mats for the final quest. It's the pylon quest. And one of the quests we had was to go to, okay, here it is. It's this one. So one of the biggest quests that came that was new, the biggest quest that came out that was new was to go and do the world boss. And I've been doing so well with doing the dailies. I've finally gotten to the point where I can take the Sky Chaser, I can go up and complete. So there's a quest where you have to go and mine some Esotech ore from 4 different spots. And the 4th spot is going up to where the Ring Chaser was. And that was the one that was driving me crazy, because you have to take your grappling hook and aim it up at the anchor points, pull yourself up, and you swung out over nothing. Now, I'm fine with using my grappling hook to go up to high places, but it's when you are being swung out into the air that it really, over nothing, that it really drives me crazy. So one of the things we need is Sky Star, and with today's event with the UZA, I managed to get almost 100 Sky Stars, so I was able to put that in. With yesterday's event with, and I'll put a screenshot in the show notes, with UZA, and that was the cosmetic event, I was able to get, we did Neoware, we did 4 Neowares, I think we did Scarlet Veil, we did Ramshackle when I joined in. Then we did Scarlet Veil. Then we did Sky Song Summit. And we did Scarlet Veil again. And in between that, we did Sunshine each time. And it was just fantastic. We had so much fun. And I was able to get enough coins with NeoWare to get the pants for my ninja. So that was exciting. And now it's just grinding. I also got on my my Steam account a couple of days ago, and I really need to play those more. But they fixed the legacy bug. There was a bug where you could not complete some of the quests from the agent rank guide. The one particularly was climbing the billboard in Nexus. The circle that would come up in the blue light just wasn't showing up, and they fixed that, which is great. They've done so many improvements in Zenith, and it has been just really a lot of improvements. And I know the other thing I wanted to talk about that I did. So one of the things you can do with your house is you can create these devices to enhance your performance. I had made these 2-speed lamps. I'll put a screenshot in the show notes, that gave me faster, the ability to move faster. You can also create something that will give you more power when you fight. And then you can also make some health buffs. That's what they are. They're buffs. And you get 8 points. If you build your whole house, you get 8 points that you can use. And I had used up with the speed buffs and the 1 health buff. But I think I needed more ability to fight better, because I was having a hard time fighting up the baneless assemblage a couple of times. It actually beat me. So I went in and I swapped out one of the speed buffs and put in something to help me fight better, a fighting buff. And that really helped a lot. And I really like that. I'll show you in the screenshot in the show notes. And if you're having a little trouble with sometimes battling certain mobs, you might want to think about that. And just remember that when you're building your house, I know it's expensive, because the last thing you have to do is 2 million Zen. This is what helped me get the last room, which will give you 8 utility points to use for your buffs. I sold all my pets. Now, when you collect pets, you will still get the credit that you need to earn your pet or to summon your pet. But when they're in your inventory, you don't need to keep them, and they can give you some money. And the other thing is, of course, that you can, if you have more money on one toon, you can transfer money to the other toon by buying something in your house and on one toon that has the money, logging off that toon and going into another toon, and that toon can then sell something in the house. And that's a good way of transferring money from one character to another. My goal this week will be to finish the Sky Star accumulation for my Blade Master, and I'm going to do some raiding. So next time you hear from me, you'll hear I'll be a raider. I'm actually going to go in and do some more dungeons, and I'm hoping to go up into the Celestial Throne. So yeah, I'm really enjoying that. And I think that's about all I've been doing this week, is trying to see if there's anything extra that I've been doing other than getting my house, my skybox together, grinding out. I did do something very funny last week, and that was they brought in one of the updates a couple of weeks ago. They brought in trim who is the cosmetic guy down at Skyland. He's right on the left when you first come into Skyland, and he allows you to change things about your character. If you don't like certain colors, you don't like certain, you want to change the name, if you want to change the hairstyle, and you can change the sex. So I'll put a screenshot in the show notes because I wanted to try the new hat. I wanted to try the sunshine hat for the males. I saw one of my people in UZA with the sunshine hat for the males, which was a cute little hat. And I wanted to try it out. So I went over there. She has the sunshine hat for the women. And I went over there and I tried it out. And it turned out that it was really cute. And it's a little like a sporty hat. And like I said, I'll put a screenshot in the show notes. And it also gave her the male shirt, which comes with a shark skin tooth, as opposed to if you're watching the video on YouTube, the female outfit is very cute. It has earrings and a nice little necklace and a purse on the side. So yeah, that's the other thing I've been doing. I will talk later next week with you about what I'm doing, and hopefully will be raiding. The next time you see AprilPvd, she'll be a raider. I want to do one of the things that came out with the World Boss and the Citadel. It's called the Citadel World Boss, and the quest that you were given to go in and take out this boss, and then you had to go out and visit all of the pylons that you had done before, and that you had activated before. And then the last part of that quest line is to take out the Tomb Keeper. So hopefully I'll be able, or TK as it's called in Zenith, and hopefully I'll be able to do that within the next couple of weeks. So yeah, wish me luck. The other thing that I have been doing is I have been exercising. I have been doing a lot of exercising in VR. I've been on HoloFit, which is the app that I use in conjunction with my headset and my elliptical. It's been great because I have been able to do HIIT training, which is high intensity interval training. What happens is I go in, I get on. Well, first of all, I've been doing FitXR. Now, if you remember, if some of you maybe remember, a few years ago, BoxXR came out, and it was basically a boxing game on in VR, and you had these little balls that came at you that you would hit in sync to the music, and you would do uppercuts and blocking and go and squats. So you'd be doing a lot of workout, and it worked really well. But then they revamped it, and they made it so that you had trainers. It's very much on par with Supernatural, and it's subscription based. But one of the things that happened with this particular app was that because when I bought it and it was Box VR, it was not subscription based, so it actually grandfathered me in, and I am able to go into Fit VR and do aerobics classes. And it's really, really good. I get into that. There are so many different ones. They change every week. If you aren't grandfathered in, I would still recommend going in because it is very interactive. Right now I'm doing a sculpting routine where I'm working on my arms, and I'm really feeling a difference in my muscles, and it's It just works out really well. So what I've been doing is every morning, after I come back from my long walk, I go in and I do the aerobics. I do the warm-up, and then I do the aerobics, and then I get on the elliptical with HoloFit, and I take a nice long journey. It really works out extremely well. And then I come back into Fit XR, and I do a cool down. So I'm getting exercise in VR in these multiple ways. Now the next thing I want to show you, and I really going to do some screenshots to really make it make sense, is how I have been using Moon VR to customize my skybox. It took some steps to do because first you have to download the app from Meta. And once you have downloaded that, you need to sideload the home installment on SideQuest. And that was the thing that threw me off the most. So the app that you get on and Meta is Moon VR Home. And in that, you can look at different homes. And, again, this is the skybox. And you can also look at homes that some of the homes are just places or pictures or 3D things, and some of them are like the skybox that we're used to having. It takes a few steps to really understand how to create these regular skyboxes and not just the VR 360 images. And once I figured out how to do that, it was amazing because you go in and you can customize these homes, and I'll put some screenshots in the show notes. And it's really neat because a couple of things you can do that I really wanted. Now you can't add the 360-degree pictures on the outside yet. I have contacted Moon VR on their Discord to see if that's possible, but you can, and this is neat, you can customize the pictures inside your home. So once you download the installer and figure out how to get the home thing going, you can actually download these homes, put your own pictures inside of it, and have a more customizable home. They have been doing a lot of updates, so I am sure in the future they will have even more customization available. So I'll put a link in the show notes to exactly what they do and how you can do it. One of the things that I created was someone had created the Friends home. And I've never watched Friends, so I can't attest to whether or not it's accurate. But what they did do that I really like is they put a lot of pictures on the wall that you can replace with your own photos. And so I was able to go in and replace these pictures. I did get a copyright infringement strike on my AprilPvd VR channel because one of the things that they did was you can add sound in the background, and they added the Friends soundtrack or theme song, which got stuck in my head. But this is a really good app, and it lets you create a skybox that's more customizable than the regular skybox that comes with Meta. I did have a problem with the headset that had 57 on it, the 57 update to the Meta Quest 2. But when I used it, I think that had to do with the fact that the locomotion has changed on 57. That's the one where you get legs. But I didn't have any problem with 56. So yeah, that's been a lot of fun going in and changing my background and my setting. Not my background, but the pictures in that particular home, Skybox home. So I'm looking forward to maybe being able to change what's outside my window and other things. And I wanted a home really badly. I don't know if anyone else wants a virtual reality home like I do. If you do, let me know. Send me an email to CtrlAltWow@gmail.com. And maybe we can start a dialogue about people and what you want in your VR home. You know, I had a home in Second Life, and I wanted it recreated in VR. And I had seen someone who was doing houses in Meta, and they were very creative. And I said, oh, well, I went and I looked up some stuff that I had done in Second Life. And oh my God, that took a lot, because this was like years ago. I don't know if anybody who's listening was in Second Life, but I lived in I owned land in Second Life. I paid real life cash for land in Second Life. And I really wanted to recreate my home in Second Life. And it was this, I'll put some pictures in the show notes of it. And I met the gentleman who was doing it in Meta Horizon World, looked at the pictures, said he could do something, but he wanted $340. And I couldn't. I just couldn't. I wish I could have, but I really couldn't spend that much money on right now, because I am on a tight budget. But I really did have fun looking around at all the different houses in Moon VR. And when I figure it out and I can see about using my own 360 photos, I'm thinking that someone is doing these, because the person that did the Friends is building it. And if he could do the skybox the way I want it, that would really, really, I would pay some money for that. So we'll see what happens. One of the other things you can do, and I haven't figured that out just yet, is you can add sound to these skyboxes. So I'll put a link in the show notes for all of that. I hope you enjoyed this episode of CtrlAltWow. And if you have any questions about being in VR, please write me at CtrlAltWow@gmail.com, CtrlAltWow@gmail.com, because VR is a fun place to be, and I'm really enjoying it. And in a few weeks, we're going to be getting Quest 3, which I hope to have when it comes out. Well, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. This is AprilPvd. Thanks for joining me in my virtual reality. And yeah, life is good. I have a friend complimented me on my new haircut. I don't know if you've noticed, but I actually cut off all my hair because I was having a problem with bald spots. And I just said, well, I'm not comfortable with the bald spots, and I'm trying this new hairstyle. So it's kind of weird in how we become attached to hair. But yeah, this is the new AprilPvd.
Till next time, agents.
See ya. Later. You headed out?
Come back again soon. Don't be a stranger, dear. Visit again soon.
The Dunes bury all.